Hi guys!
Welcome back.
Yes, this week we are talking about our Glacial Gloss facial. So something super fun, and we don't spend a lot of time talking about it.
Yeah, we have a couple of different facials at CGT Aesthetics. Glacial Gloss is one of our newer ones, and we just purchased another device. So we have two Glacial Glosses.
We loved it so much, we had to get another.
What's better than one?
It's two.
But this is a treatment that's a little different than other facials. It's using precision cooling, or what we call cryomodulation, as well as some topicals to address a lot of concerns on the skin. One in which is skin inflammation. So skin inflammation is some type of inflammatory process that's occurring, whether it's in hyper redness, it could be acne, or it could be what we call an overproduction of the melanocytes, which is what causes that darkening or hyperpigmentation on the skin.
Yeah, so think about conditions that are, redness, irritation, like rosacea or eczema, or like he was saying, hyperpigmentation, so melasma or dark spots on the face.
So I can benefit from all three of those, especially if I go out of town to visit my brother and indulge in a little too many cocktails.
Too many gin and tonics,
My skin definitely shows that following week, and it's a telltale that I was bad over the weekend.
Yeah. And what's the reason anybody comes and gets a facial? It's to clean our face, right? It's to get rid of like the dirt and impurities, clear out our pores, get a more brighter complexion. But a lot of times patients who have these underlying conditions like rosacea or eczema, the exfoliation can be a little bit irritating to the skin, which is for me. I have rosacea and eczema. But the Glacial Gloss works great for me because we're getting the exfoliation, but we're using that cooling technology so that we're decreasing the inflammation that we're causing by exfoliating the skin.
Yeah, and it's essentially a 5-step process. It's about a 30 to 40 minute procedure or treatment. Most of the time we're recommending patients at least get it done once every, we say change of the season is the easiest way to remember a facial. Any type of facial you should be doing like once a quarter. But if you have a particular concern, whether it's redness or rosacea or melasma and hyperpigmentation, you might want to stack those treatments on the front end. So every 4 to 6 weeks for about 3 of them. And then you can switch to probably a quarterly treatment.
Yeah. And a lot of times we hear the saying, beauty is pain. Well, that is not the case when it comes to the Glacial Gloss. It is a very comfortable treatment because it's that cooling, it's a cooling facial. It's very enjoyable, very relaxing. And when you leave, you have brighter complexion. So the results are immediate.
We always talk about like what causes certain conditions, right? And so like in melanocytes or in melasma, it's an overproduction of the melanocytes. And so what that cooling does is it kind of brings them back to the regulatory level. And that's how you can see sometimes improvement in that darkness or that abnormal skin tone. And that's kind of what we want to address with everyone is make sure that their skin is a little bit more even, make sure that you're addressing fine lines and wrinkles, make sure their texture is improved, and just have that radiant kind of glow.
Yeah. And sometimes people with sensitive skin are afraid of getting a facial because maybe they've had a facial in the past and they've reacted poorly to it. A Glacial Gloss is the perfect facial for somebody like that because it does have that cooling technology to help with that irritation.
And we offer it part of our membership. So it used to be one a year because one, it was more from a logistical standpoint and the amount of members we have and how can we get everyone to do it every month. But we did purchase another device, so now we've upped it where all our members can get 3 Glacial Glosses a year.
Yeah.
And once you do it once, you're going
to want to do it again. Absolutely. So if you're a member, come on in, try the Glacial Gloss as one of your monthly benefits. If you're not a member and you just have more questions about it, come on in for a consultation. We definitely love to see you and talk to you about your skin concerns.
Yeah.
Thanks.